Good morning, everyone. It's our first active class together this morning. And I would love to do some twists with you. If you know twists are not working for your body, then see how far is too far and just don't go there. So I will not be telling you how far to twist, just that the spine will have this kind of turning motion. And one of the things I want you to really focus on is how to actually turn the middle part of your spine. So the neck has a lot of room for twisting. The neck can twist a lot, can almost look back. But I don't want you to focus so much on the neck today. I want you to focus more around the middle part. And so how can you bring your shoulders and chest area to turn to the side rather than the head? And you will probably feel the twist this way a little bit deeper, even if you're not turning completely back. The truth is that where our gaze goes, a lot of our intention goes, a lot of our energy begins to flow. And so your head will support you in that. But please do not strain the neck. Do not create more tension in the neck, especially since this is the very beginning of this week for you. And a lot of you have stressful jobs and busy lives. And so a lot is stored here. So I don't want to add more. Be super gentle in this part. Care about the space around the heart and how you can bring that heart to look to either side so that we can work more with letting go things rather than squeezing the hell out of things. So physically, that's what we're doing. We're twisting. And mentally, emotionally, we are releasing. We are just creating an environment where it feels supportive enough to release rather than just push the things out. We are letting the things go. We're not pushing them to go. And if they don't want to go, that's fine. You're just creating the environment, and if they don't go today, they'll go tomorrow. And if they don't go tomorrow, they'll go next week, next month. No rush. We live a life so that all together is a beautiful, supportive life. It doesn't have to just be supportive tomorrow. So live it with that intention, with softness, with kindness, in an organic way. Hi, you can still come. I hope you all have a block next to you because it will probably be useful. And feel free to use the bolster also at any time that the floor feels a little bit too hard, if you need it for your knee. Or if you would rather take a blanket at any point, just grab a blanket, especially when we're in positions like tabletop and things like that. So have your toys around so you can reach them at any point, so that this is supportive for you. You're not supporting the toys are there for you, the props. And so if what I am guiding you through feels too much, then please pick the easier for you option. The easier for you might not be the same as the person next to you. So pick what feels more appropriate for you. It's difficult in a room full of people when the energy is driving you towards something to actually stop. But I also encourage you to stop anytime that things get too much. That you get too hot, that you get dizzy or tired. We'll see. I'll try guide you as close to what feedback you give me. And any point that you need to get to a tabletop or something else that feels relaxing and soft, then please do that. But let's just begin in a seated, any kind of seated posture. With the shoulders relaxed. Being familiar with sounds and your breath. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to sigh out. And with the next inhalation, lift both your arms up towards the sky. Turn your whole upper body towards the garden and then lower the arms down. Your left arm will be at the front, somewhere outside your knee. The right arm will be somewhere behind. So you're just looking towards the right. And see how much this right shoulder can go on top of your right fingers, on top of your right wrist. Can you turn more towards your hand? Notice how your body is reacting when is still cold in terms of muscles. See what it is that you feel drawn to work with releasing this morning. Is it tension? Is it specific thoughts? Is it expectations? Is it more physical, more mental, more emotional? One more breath here. And as you next inhale, return to the center, lift the arms up, look up. And exhale towards your left side, the opposite side. With a gentle intention. We're twisting as much as feels comfortable for the body. And see which part you feel the most again. Is it your mind, your heart? Is it your spine or legs here? Can that left shoulder move a little further back? When the shoulder does that, is it actually supporting your breath? Is it supporting what you are focusing on this morning? One more breath here. Inhale, return to the center, lift both the arms up. And exhale, lower the arms in front of you, reach forward. It doesn't matter if your legs are at easy cross or kneeling. Just reach the arms forward. Create some space in your back. Create some space at the neck. And see if you can gently magnetize the fingers towards you. And how it feels to magnetize the fingers away from you. Does it change anything in how you feel the posture? Slowly walk your hands towards your legs. If you have any props, put them to the side and find your first tabletop position. With your hands underneath the shoulders, the knees, on the floor. Toes tucked, if possible, behind you. And see what feels like a long spine for you here and what feels like you have freedom for breath. Good. As you next inhale, straighten your right leg back, toes stay on the floor for a moment, and press the heel backwards so you create a little more length in the right leg. That's it. Next inhalation, lift the right leg up. Maybe lift it a little more. And as you exhale, bring that right knee towards the right elbow. Inhale, straighten your leg back. Flex the toes and exhale to bring the knee forward. Can you touch the opposite elbow? Nice. Inhale all the way back. Exhale here, stay here. With the next inhalation, lift the left arm away from the floor, if that's possible. And as you exhale, bring left elbow and right knee to touch under the belly. Inhale, lengthen, find space. And exhale, squeeze them together again. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Hold for a moment. And when you're ready, lower both the hands, both the knees to the floor. Take a nice couple of breaths in the center. And as you next inhale, straighten your left leg back. Remember, toes stay on the floor to begin with, so that you can press the heel back and find length in that left leg. With your next inhalation, lift the left leg. And as you exhale, left knee comes to left elbow. Good. Inhale, lengthen, find space. And exhale, can you find the opposite elbow? Can your body twist like that in this position? Inhale all the way back, stay here. And as you stay, with the next inhalation, lift the right arm away from the floor in front of you. Exhale, right elbow, left knee under your belly. Inhale to lengthen, to find space. Exhale to touch. Can you do it once more? Inhale. And exhale. Stay for a moment. And then slowly release both the arms, both the legs. Make a couple of gentle movements right and left. Inhale to soften your belly. Gaze comes up and exhale. Tuck the belly in, chin towards the chest. Inhale. Soften the belly, gaze forward. Exhale. A couple more times just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Last round. Return back to your tabletop. Tuck the toes if they've become untucked. Lift your knees off the floor for a moment and exhale to shift your hips back and up to your first downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, find length in the spine, push the floor away, find space around the shoulders. Good, and the chin is towards the chest. You want your hips to reach back diagonally. You want the head to be relaxed and the back of the neck to be extra soft here. One more breath. A couple of you find inversions quite difficult for different reasons. You can always come back to tabletop instead of staying in down dog. We have just one more breath here. And then slowly walk your feet towards your hands all the way forwards. Make a half lift so your spine feels long. You can have the support from your legs or the floor, wherever you reach comfortably. And as you exhale, lean even further closer towards your legs. Let's stay a couple of breaths. Good. Bend the knees. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up. And exhale to stand. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward all the way to the floor. Keep your left arm on the floor. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, the opposite arm up. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank position, both feet behind you. You're strong here. Inhale, in your plank, push the floor. And as you exhale, either use the knees or not, and lower the upper body down. Inhale, lift your chest, elbows back. And exhale, tuck the toes. Bring your hips back and find your downward facing dog again. Two more breaths here. Good. Next exhalation, bend the knees, look to the front, and inhale to make your way there. Whether you walk, hop, make a half lift as you get to the front, and exhale to lower a little more. Inhale everything up, arms and chest, even the eyes, and exhale to stand. Let's do the same one more time. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the right arm only. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the left. Exhale, down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank position, both feet behind you. Inhale, in your plank, you're strong here. And exhale to lower down, whether you use the knees or not. Inhale, lift your chest, elbows are back. And exhale, downward facing dog, hips towards the heels. Lift them all the way up from the floor. Very good. Inhale, lift your right leg up. And exhale to bring the right knee towards the right elbow. Maybe touches. Inhale all the way back. Exhale to bring it to the opposite elbow. Maybe touches. Inhale all the way back. And exhale, step your right foot all the way forward. Find a nice deep breath here. In and out. And with the next inhalation, step the left as well. Half lift and exhale down. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the chest, the heart, the gaze, everything up. And exhale to stand. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, right arm up, only the right arm. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left arm down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank position, both feet behind you. Inhale, in your plank, you're strong, and exhale to lower down, gently lower down. Inhale, lift your chest, find space, elbows are back, and exhale, downward facing dog. We'll stay here a couple of breaths. Have your palms really on the floor with the fingers spread as much as possible and pressing the mat. With your next inhalation, lift the left leg up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, back. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Stay here, take a couple of breaths. Sometimes this leg doesn't want to get all the way there and it gets stuck somewhere underneath your belly. Then you can grab it with your arm and step it forward. It's good to find that step. With the next inhalation, right foot comes to the front, half lift, and exhale all the way down. Inhale, lift up, reach up. And let's take a few breaths in mountain. Just to see how it is that this is supporting your intention, your breath, your mind, body, your emotions. Okay. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left arm down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank position, both hands to the floor, feet behind you. Inhale in your plank and exhale to lower down. Inhale, lift your chest up and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up just like we did before. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, bring the knee to the right elbow. You can keep staying up. Inhale, straighten the leg and exhale. If you're moving, then bring it to the opposite elbow. Inhale all the way up again. Next exhalation, can you bring the right knee to the front for everyone? Good. Lower your left knee down, arm stays on the floor. If you need a block here, take a block for your left arm and inhale, right arm up. Finding length. So you want that left arm, left shoulder, and right arm to kind of create a straight line so that you can reach up even more. Good. Another breath. If your fingers are getting a little numb, you can play with them. Play an imaginary piano in the air. Good. One more breath. Can you do one more? And then exhale, both hands down. Step all the way forward. Left leg comes to find the right one. Half lift. And exhale down. From down here, inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left arm down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, one more plank. We won't do many more, I promise. Take a couple of breaths in your plank just to find that strength. And as you exhale, lower gently down. Inhale, lift the chest forward and up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. You can stay here or move through with the next exhalation. Left knee to left elbow. Inhale to lift the leg. And exhale to the opposite side. Inhale, lift the leg. And everyone together, exhale, left foot to the front. You can lower that right knee down. See if you need a block under the right hand. And slowly inhale to lift the left arm up to find length and strength and space. Is your hip comfortable here? Do you need to adjust a little bit back or forth? Stay a little longer and see if that middle part of the heart is twisting more, or are you forcing it with your head? Two more breaths. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Half lift and exhale all the way down. Take a couple of breaths in your forward fold, resting, letting the head hang. If that feels comfortable, the next posture will be standing in mountain, so if that's not working for you, you can already get to the next one. Release the back of the neck. Maybe shake it like a yes or a no. And as you next inhale, come all the way up, stretch up, reach up. And exhale in your mountain pose. Very good. Nice. Begin to bring your weight towards your left leg. And start to lift that right leg off the floor. If this is already enough, stay like this. Work on that balance. If you need a little more, place your left arm on the outside of that knee and see how that is. Can you start to turn the heart more towards the side and maybe even stretch that right arm behind you? Stay a little more, just a couple more breaths. And if you fall, just notice what it is you tell yourself. Ha, I fell again. How funny. Or are you judging too harshly? Maybe you're super kind, you have better words. Okay, slowly return. Keep the leg as it is if possible. Inhale, lift both the arms up. And can you shift that leg all the way behind you? All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. Kind of like a little warrior 3 and then step it back. That's it. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale here. Sit a little lower. Inhale. And exhale. Good. One more breath. Lower your right arm to the floor. Left one comes up and turn all the way up. Similar as before, but this time your knees lifted. So can you still create that line between both the arms to create more length? Inhale, both hands to the floor. Exhale here and inhale to step both the feet forward, half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift everything up. And exhale, arms on either side. Begin to bring the weight to both the feet to begin with, to find steadiness, to find balance. And slowly shift towards your right leg. Lifting the left one off. And see, is this leg willing to come up? This is already enough. Stay here. Or place that right arm on the outer edge. Actually, you're supporting the leg, so it's a little easier. And then if the heart is willing to turn to the side here too. And how is it to straighten your left arm behind you? Keep both the feet energized, even if your left leg is not touching the floor. Imagine it's on a step and is actually completely supporting you. Two more breaths. See if you can keep the leg as it is. And inhale to come forward, bring the arms up. And exhale to start reaching back with that leg little by little by little. Maybe you pass from a warrior 3 for a moment and then step it back. That's it. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit a little lower. Let's stay here for a little bit more. Good. One more breath. Gently lower the left arm to the floor. Lift the right one up. And see how arms and shoulders find support. How is it to have this left heel pulling back gently while the right leg is bent and fully engaged? Good. Next inhalation, both hands to the floor. Exhale here. Inhale for a plank, both feet behind you. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. You can stay in down dog for 5 breaths. Or if you wish, you can take the right arm and see if reaching the left leg feels nice here. If you do that, then spare a couple of breaths for the other side too. And then return to the center. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot all the way forward. That's it. See if lowering the left heel is at all accessible here. And if it is, start straightening the right leg as well. You might need your block on the inner or outer edge of that left foot. See which one works better for you. Right knee stays straight. And start shifting that right arm up towards the sky. So it's still a twist. You're looking towards the garden. So left arm is down, right arm is up. Maybe I said it the other way around. I'm not even sure. And there will be a tendency here for the right side of the hip to move towards the garden too. Can you see if you can kind of gently pull that right hip a little bit back? So it feels like it's next to the left. Nice. One more breath. Gently bend that right knee. And start bringing both your hands to the floor. Inhale back to your plank. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to lift your chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot to the front. And as you get there, see how is it to lower that right heel down? Is it accessible? Take a block either on the inside or outside of that left foot and start straightening the leg so that your arm can find support and the left one can reach up. Again, there will be a tendency here for that left hip to lean further left. Can you gently pull it back? Just a little more. And then gently release by bending the left knee, lowering both the hands down. And inhale to step forward this time. Exhale to fold all the way. And inhale all the way up. And stand in your mountain for just a few more breaths. So notice how it is that this practice is playing out. Another full breath in and out. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left arm down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, both feet behind you, plank position. Inhale in your plank and exhale to lower down. Inhale, lift your chest forward and up, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale to the left elbow. Option 1, you stay here. Option 2, you straighten the left leg to the side. Option 3, you also lift the left arm. Option 4, you also lift the right leg. One more breath. Lower both the hands if you lifted one. Bring that right knee into the chest if you lifted it. And then slowly step it forward. That's good. So come slowly into your lunge position. Find the breath here. No need to make the movements too unstable. Find your feet, find the breath. And have your left leg, your left arm on the floor. And start straightening that right leg once more. Reaching back with the left heel. Good. This time just stay forward. So you can have the block or you can simply have your own leg. It's quite a wide stand for this position. So you will feel the stretch at the outside of your right thigh mainly. It's like a very wide-legged pyramid pose. Good. Bend the right knee again and start to lean your weight forward, taking that block with you and stepping it more than a foot further forward than your toes. Find strength in that left arm and lift the left leg off the floor. Is it good enough to stay here, or do you also want to turn the right arm up towards the sky? Towards a twisted half moon or twisted warrior 3? It's a lot of work. As you see, I very skillfully left my mat, so I don't have to stay. One more breath. Lower that left leg back down. Lean forward once more. See if there is any difference in how much room this right leg has. And even bring the left foot, instead of this massive wide stand, a little bit closer. So you can really lean forward here. Very good. Nice. Inhale to come up, both arms in front of your chest. Lean forward, reach that leg off the floor and bring it in front of you. So left knee ends up being just in front of you. Right arm on the outside, just like we did before. Left arm behind you. That's good. Option 1, you stay just like that. Option 2, you grab the big toe of the bent knee and you start straightening the leg. If you haven't already, gently release the toe, release the arms, release the legs, and take a nice couple of breaths in your mountain. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left arm down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank position, both feet behind you. Inhale in your plank and exhale to gently lower down. Inhale, lift your chest forward and up, and exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, left knee to the left elbow. Inhale all the way back. And exhale to the right elbow. You can stay here or step the foot to the side. Maybe lower the right heel. Maybe lift the right arm. Maybe lift the left leg. As you turn back to the center, bring that knee into the chest so that you can step it forward. That's good. Let's take a breath or two here. Make sure your feet feel steady. Do you have everything you need? Your heartbeat. And then see if starting to straighten that left leg and reaching that right heel back feels at all appropriate. There will be the same tendency here for that left hip to not stay where you want it to be. See if you can gently draw that left hip backwards rather than to the side. Begin by bending the left knee a little more. Take your block, bring it at least 1 foot forward. Step your right hand onto it and start to shift your right leg off the floor. If that's enough, stay here. Or see how it feels to straighten that left arm up as well. Good. What can you find here that serves your process? And if there is nothing, you can just leave the posture. And if there is something, stay with that rather than the physical sensations, because they can be a bit too much. Okay. If you haven't already, lower that leg down and this time bring it a little bit closer than before, so that leaning towards that left thigh feels a little bit more accessible, so that you can feel all the stretches here. With your next inhalation, start to shift your weight forward. Bring your arms in front of the chest and lift that right knee all the way behind you, in front of you. Grab the outer edge. Straighten the right arm behind. We've done this posture before. But if you need a little more, grab the big toe of the right foot and see if straightening the leg is accessible on this side. One more breath. And then slowly release the arms, release the legs. Very good. One last sun salutation for active. Inhale to lift the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, back to plank position. In your plank, push the floor away and exhale to lower down, whether you use the knees or not. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Stay in your down dog a couple more breaths. Push the floor away with your arms. Reach up with your hips. We'll stay here another 4 or 5 breaths. So if you feel that twist reaching towards the opposite leg behind you served you, you can do it again. You can take that right arm around the left leg. And then you can also try the opposite. Good. When you complete your breaths here, lower your knees to the floor, bring your hips towards your heels and your whole belly towards your legs, towards the front. Child's pose. If it serves you better to have the knees slightly apart, so that you have more room, or if you need a blanket under the knees to make it a little softer, and please give that to yourself, because this is meant to be a resting pose. Let the breath catch itself. Let the heartbeat get softer. And with your next inhalation, create a little bit of space under the armpits so that you can take the right arm underneath and bring the shoulder towards the floor, right ear towards the floor. If this is enough, you can stay here. If this is not enough, you can walk the left arm a little further forward so that the pressure on the shoulder is a little more intense. Either way, keep the left arm engaged. Another couple of breaths and slowly return to your child's pose for another 3-4 breaths. Just to feel the two sides. And to eventually pass the left arm underneath the right one and to create a little more space. Again, test the original position here, and if you need more, then bring your upper body a little further forward so that the left shoulder has a little more weight. Couple more breaths in this side and this shape, and slowly come back towards your center, towards your child's pose, and lie all the way onto your belly, into your crocodile. So your arms are supporting your forehead and the legs are behind you, nice and straight. For some, it will be more comfortable if they face out. For some, if your toes are facing in. And see how these postures may support your intention. If they at all can be part of your intention. Straighten your right arm out to the side and start to lean your whole body weight towards that arm, which will naturally make your left leg bend, and it will support you in perhaps even finding a little less resistance from the floor. So right arm to the side and start leaning towards that right arm. And see if that left arm, you want to keep it in front of you or you want to wrap it behind your low back. Your body's pretty warm, and so make sure you don't go too deep into these postures. You just go a little bit to feel the stretch. Just don't overdo it here. We'll take another 2-3 breaths like that. This arm is here behind. Go, 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 go. It's there. And if you haven't already released that posture, come back to your belly. Take a breath or two there. And then straighten your left arm to the side. Start to bring your weight towards that left arm. And see what the legs are doing. It's very natural for the right knee to search for the floor behind you here, for the right knee to bend so that the right foot can find the floor. That's it. Yes. And see what the right arm wants to do. Is it happier at the front, happier to reach behind the low back? A little longer. And if you haven't already, gently begin to come back to your belly. Take a breath or two on your belly and same orientation as your head and feet are right now. Turn yourself upside down so that your back is on the floor and your belly is towards the ceiling. That's it. Have your block quite close to you so that you can actually use it easily. You can grab it with your arm. Good. Yes. Bend your knees so the feet are on the floor. Take the block and place it underneath the sacrum, underneath the bony part, on top of your glutes. Good. If this is enough for you, you can stay just like that. If you want to work your body within this shape, you can leave the block as it is and very gently lift your hips off the floor for a moment and then lower the hips back down. Very gently. Yes. Creating like a little bridge and then lowering back down. Or you can stay resting on the block instead. You get pretty much all the benefits from the passive version of this posture too. If you are lifting, make sure you give yourself little breaks in between, that you lower the hips back down, feet stay on the floor. And keep the back of the neck nice and long. So even if the chest comes closer towards your mouth, let your mouth be not interested in that chest and away from the chest. Let the back of the neck be long. If you're still lifting the hips every now and then, make one last lift and then gently give yourself 2-3 breaths on the block as well. Put your block in the lowest setting so that you have the most area under the sacrum, and lift both your legs up towards the ceiling. It's like a gentle waterfall, but because the hips are lifted, it's a little bit easier to keep the legs up. If you have the feet touching, you will feel the posture in a lot more engaged manner. If you let them kind of move away from each other, you will feel even more restful. So it's up to you how much engagement you want to have here. If you have them like this, it will be quite intense for you. If you kind of let them just hang there, it will be less tiring. Yeah. Another 5 breaths. Please gently remove the block from underneath your hips. Move your hips to one side, maybe to the right side first. And bring your knees towards the left. So your feet stay on the floor, you scoop your hips to the right and then lower the knees to the left. That's it. You can have your arms like cactus arms spreading on either side with the elbows bent, or you can have them spread wide. Please gently return to the center, give yourself a little squeeze, then lower your feet back to the floor and scoop your hips to the opposite side towards the left so that you can lower the knees towards the right. And gently return back towards the center. Squeeze the knees in, maybe give yourself enough of an engagement in the body that you even lift the head off the floor and curve yourself into a tiny, tiny little ball. And then let the feet fall away, let the arms fall to either side. And if you would like a bolster under the knees, then that could really support your low back. I believe you all have a bolster close by. So you could really give yourself a little bit of a more restful Shavasana. And return to the flow of the breath just for a few rounds. After Aharana this morning, we did a Samikarana practice, the flow of breath from the perineum to the crown as you inhale and from the crown to the perineum as you exhale. If this is something that sounds appealing, then give yourself a few more rounds of sweeping, flowy breaths. And then slowly release this breath to this technique too. So you can simply give yourself a little bit of that doing nothing time. You don't need to achieve anything, you don't need to get anywhere. You don't even need to create circumstances for let go to happen. You just enjoy. Just be. Perhaps the toes or the fingers, perhaps the ankles or the wrists. how you like to cuddle yourself this morning. Is it lying back? Is it to one side? Give yourself a little bit more time. And eventually, in your own way, see how you want to find a seated posture. To join in with me, I have the words on that little frame of Triyambaka. We worship the three-eyed one who is nourishing all and is fragrant, and ask to be free, to be liberated as easily as the fruits, like our pears, come off the stem when they're ready. Triyambaka. Mrityor mukshiyamam join in for an Om. Please take a deep inhale and exhale completely. Inhale for an Om. One more breath in and exhale. Thank you so much for practice. Namaste. Thank you.